I can hear
know.
you.
It was not funny the first time. It's going to be even less funny. It's going to be even less not funny the second time.
Yeah, just take the shirt off. It's not gonna work.
No, keep it on. Keep it on.
Oh God, no! Oh! This week on Positively Godless, Scott does the entire show just like this.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Are we recording?
So, yeah. So here's the thing: turn it off right now. Don't even watch this episode. Just skip over it. Go to next week.
Wow.
We do also debut our first new segment. We hope you enjoy it. Oh God, put your shirt back on.
Crazy! Over under feeling crazy! It was no wonder you're just making me crazy!
Give it to me.
I'm drinking water from my people.
Oh, you're a Polak too? Still mine. I'm going to take this tie off.
Water from my people.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Positively Godless.
Yes! Who are you?
I don't know.
He's one of your three co-hosts, Jerry.
Don't you almost did it again?
I almost said... No, I almost actually said your last name. Just Jerry.
I thought you were going to say Jerry Zoolander again.
2 weeks in a row.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was going to do that. Joined by Tyler Zoolander and me, Scott Lawrence.
I love how we are in the middle of a production meeting trying to figure out where the focus of the show is going to go for the foreseeable future. And
fans can engage, though. That's kind of cool.
And here we are now starting the episode.
Hey, that's Jerry's fault, not mine this time.
For 2 weeks in a row, everybody, I want to apologize on behalf of everybody and this S show that's going on right in front of you. Because we were gone for 6 weeks, and then we came back, and we all forgot what we
were doing.
Yeah. That is true.
We had like 76 views on our last
back,
episode.
Carter. Yeah.
Welcome back, Cotter.
Cotter.
Not Carter.
Oh, my light's back, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, so you can be happy about that. And also, at the buzzer, Headcase chimes in.
Yes,
because
he did.
I was so worried because he didn't. And the episode before we took the break, he never chimed in at all. Like, oh
I
my
think because he
gosh.
was mad because we were taking a break.
Right.
He said, "Screw these people."
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna mess with like his comment. It's I don't remember what it said, but whatever. If you on the Facebook page, that's cool, or whatever he said. Not that I'm dismissing Headcase. Yeah, I know you offered to fix my computer, and I appreciate that. We're getting fixed. So, how's your week been?
Good.
Tyler, congratulations to you on your promotion at work.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Definitely. Congratulations. And I didn't mean to roll us like right into the episode, but it was just kind of funny.
He logged in on Skype. That's why I said hi to Gavin.
Good.
What did you say?
I said hi to Gavin, and Tyler went, I'm like, well, he logged in on Skype, so I can see it.
Good. No, we should conference him in.
I don't have my mouse with me. If you want me to go upstairs?
I think a trackpad on your computer.
No, it doesn't work very well.
I think I would have to do it because I started the thing, and then you'd have to over the thing and all that. So,
We're
Anyway,
gonna try something new tonight, right?
we're going to try something new for the whole show. This isn't just before we actually, hey, it's Scott's show, it's Tyler's show, Jerry's show, Scott, and onward and forward. This is our show. No one owns the show. We own the show. It's ours. So we're going to kind of have some fun.
And we
And
tried it. We want to try something new, and
yeah,
it's our prerogative.
right. Do what I want to do. Tyler, that was a song by Bobby Brown that came out in 1989. We still have that. Ladies.
yeah.
Tyler, go ahead and speak.
I have nothing. You were in the middle of talking.
Yeah, I was correcting you on who Bobby Brown was.
Yeah.
Not the girl from the video Cherry Pie, which she's hot. The song by Warrant. Warrant was an 80s band that
Yes, continue.
came out in roughly 1987, 88, and they had a song called Cherry Pie.
Did you see Bad Grandpa, where they used that song at the end with the little boy?
No, I've never seen Bad Grandpa.
That was funny.
Really?
That was funny.
Tyler,
Yeah.
And welcome
I'll show
to
it to you later.
Positively Godless Movie Reviews
there's another
And-
segment, yeah.
and music reviews.
Positively Godless, off the track.
Positively Godless at
What's that?
gmail.com, facebook.com/positivelygodless, youtube.com/positivelygodless, and at Twitter at pgodless.
Yay, he got it right. What the heck is that?
It's the Holy Bible.
That's the Bible he got from Paul.
Yeah, read your Bible and do what it says. No, wait,
Is it?
that's G-Man's thing. Anyway,
All
Eat your
right,
vitamins and say your prayers, brother.
What are we, Hulk Hogan?
Yep, exactly. Scott, Hulk Hogan was a wrestler in
Wrestler.
the WWF.
that fought Andre the Giant in 1985. Sorry.
87?
You weren't born then. I was, and you don't know.
Because 85 was the first WrestleMania, and that happened at WrestleMania 3.
No,
Or
WrestleMania.
85, 86. No, WrestleMania 3.
Oh,
What?
you're right. No, who
Look
did
it
he
up.
fight?
Andre the
No, who did
Giant,
he fight in WrestleMania 2? The bald guy, the bald fat guy.
Kong Bundy,
Who?
King Kong Bundy,
Yes, you're actually right.
who, by the way, is a douche, or was a douche.
Okay.
Let me tell you, when I was a kid, we used to go down to the Spectrum, which is no longer there
That's
in Philadelphia.
1 and 2 were filmed.
But the Spectrum itself is no longer there. They tore
I
it
know.
down.
I know. I was there.
We used to go down there all the time to see these wrestling matches. I saw Hulk Hogan. I saw cage matches. And we used to stand outside and wait for them to come in. So we met Tony Atlas, the Sheik guy. I think we did meet Hulk Hogan once. But King Kong Bundy pulled up in this teeny tiny white little car. He barely fit in this car. It was so small. And I wanted to get a picture with him. And, I was standing, I was like 6 years old, 7 years old, and I was like, King Kong, King Kong, King Kong. And he ignored me, looked straight ahead and walked right in. My dad's in his face. You're going down. Hulk Hogan's going to take you down. Jumped up in his face, and he's just walking in. He was a douche.
Wow.
That's actually a good segue to our show today. The reason being is because that was done at the Philadelphia Spectrum, where Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 were filmed. However, the song in Rocky 3 was "Eye of the Tiger" and Kim Davis. Survivor is filing a, what is it? How much is it?
$1.2 million lawsuit.
$2 million lawsuit for using their song for her, I don't know, her release parade with Mike Huckabee. Can we really? I don't really care about the lawsuit. It just
Using the song.
It isn't the song. It's just how stupid it is that, okay, you're going to come out and like, thank you all, and just have this sobbing, emotional breakdown in front of all these people and CNN on top of it, where everyone's going to make fun of you now. To And you didn't say anything. Okay,
No, because Micah
thank
Huckabee took over that whole thing. It was, and he made it about him and his campaign.
right, and like, oh, thank you all for supporting me in breaking the law. That's what it was. You were contempt of court, and Joshua Fierstein was there. Have you guys seen this clown, Joshua Fierstein?
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah,
the one that did a video of him with his 2 children and a gun.
yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, he looks like what, Kevin Smith and Fred Durst aborted child.
Wow.
It's just,
Oh.
that's
Wow.
All right, so
Not
here's
having
my
seen this
deal.
guy before, that is quite the imagery.
Go to our Facebook page. I put a link up on something
Yeah,
that
of
he
the one of him doing with his
with the
kids
guns. Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
look at our
quite
Facebook
frightening.
page.
You don't go on our Facebook. Tyler doesn't go on anything that we do.
I don't go on Facebook unless it's announcing a promotion that I got. That's about it.
Gosh,
So.
yeah. Tyler got a promotion again.
Tyler's using
Congratulate
their
him.
Oh my! Really? You're the one that brought it up.
Who?
You.
No, I said,
Yeah,
Tyler got a
originally.
promotion.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
brought
and
it
now
up.
you're saying Tyler got a promotion, blah 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 blah. Making fun of
Yeah.
It's like my friends
Anyway.
make fun of me when I talk about my 2 strokes, which happened over 3 years ago.
I had 2 strokes last night. Elsa was
Oh
I
my!
wouldn't want to.
God.
Scott, there's some things you just shouldn't publish on the internet.
Just kidding.
So, all right. So here's my deal with this whole thing with Kim Davis. Just saying her name just makes me want to hurl. We already talked about like how I feel about her and what she did and everything. So there's no need to go into that. This whole thing, when she got out of jail, was it the day before yesterday? On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was at work and I had the TV on. I put CNN and then I saw, like, I heard them playing this song, and I was like, "What the most unfitting song for her plight?" It's not.
Hey, it's Tyler's picture from his promotion. That's cool.
All right, continue, Jerry.
It's not like she had stage 4 breast cancer and
Got
went
cured.
through chemo and radiation and a double
Blinded by doctors, by the
mastectomy
way.
and survived. She was in jail for breaking the freaking law. Why does she even, well, maybe she didn't, but why do they think that they have the right to use that song to promote what she did?
Right, and they don't even bother to see if it's available to use because it's protected by ASCAP, which protects songwriters for publishing music.
Stop. Nobody cares about that, Scott. Anyway, the
Actually, they do, because it's actually important.
oh well, you do.
You do
as
too.
song-
You're a
yeah.
songwriter as well.
No, I'm sorry. The song is over 20 years old, isn't it? At this point,
Yeah, but still,
Okay.
No, but the thing is, you're right.
there's a certain amount of time where it comes almost like public domain, and playing it at a rally. I mean, like playing it at a wedding. I mean, they don't, it's like.
Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the public domain takes effect after 70 years.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
No, but I mean, they can play it at a wedding, they can play it at a party, So I mean, but so yeah,
Well,
maybe the
they can
band.
hang on. They can play it at a wedding and a party because they pay a fee to ASCAP to actually play that type of music, to play that artist's music. So when you
Every
pay,
DJ pays a fee.
yes, it's either the DJ or the bar owner. So the bar owner has to pay a fee to play music from artists.
Well, what
Bec-
if I had a little party at my house and I just had it
That's
on my
fine
iPod on shuffle?
because you're not a public entity. You're not a public place. You're not a place of business.
I don't get it, but in either
Crickets.
case, in
Right. That's how
in
that works.
either case, the song is not fitting for what
Right.
happened.
Yeah, regardless
It
of
was
the legalities of
inappropriate.
everything about her being sued, but okay, Eye of the Tiger. Okay, so you're going to use a secular band to promote your Christian values? I don't get it. Why don't you play "Live the Life" by Michael W. Smith? You know what? I'm being serious. I mean,
Maybe the sound operator or whatever was not religious, and he has no clue about those songs.
so he
But
just
even
got
if he
instructed.
was, the mass of the public doesn't know those songs. I mean, the mass public,
Right.
even if they don't know who Survivor is, or if they don't know the name of the song,
They know the song.
most people know the song. They've at least
It's-
heard it. You know,
it's
they.
You know what's funny?
identifiable.
It's funny. I just had this thought in my head. Why did they play Katy Perry's "Roar"? No, I'm actually being serious. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, that would actually be more fitting.
Just
for
because
her
she
situation.
says that I'm the eye of the tiger, and you drew
Yeah.
those two together.
Hang on, and you're gonna hear
Do
me
you
roar.
remember the Super Bowl last year? Do you remember the
Yes, I do.
blowback of what? Hi, Rich. Do you
Hi, Rich.
remember the blowback of everything that happened at the Super Bowl and how pissed conservatives were after the Super Bowl and the way that she presented herself? Do you not remember any of that? There's no way that they would ever use Katy Perry. Oh, because of all of
she came in like a satanic tiger.
right, because of the whole the big ass tiger that she rode in on was a demonic symbol, and then
because his eyes lit up red.
Probably.
I don't know.
Whatever
Probably.
excuse it was.
Yeah, whatever it was, and then
Dude,
all
Katy
of
Perry
her.
rocks, so
I mean, and then the big thing, which this is the one that I really didn't understand because this song has been around for 5-6 years. But when she sang "I Kissed a Girl," and they freaked out about that,
Yeah,
and it's like
they do.
that song came out in what, like 2008 or something 2010, something like that.
8.
Whatever it was, that song has been around forever, and you don't make this big stink. I mean, I do remember the whole religious right and everybody making a stink when it became a popular song on the radio. But you're bringing that up again out of all things. So no, I can totally understand why they would never have chosen Katy Perry.
Okay.
For anything like that. I mean,
well, that's fine. I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't
that
care if she was singing the lyrics. I'm Kim Davis and I, beat the system and I challenge the man. They're not going to play that because Katy Perry.
You're gonna hear me roar. Is Katy Perry's what?
What?
I
said because Katy Perry was singing it.
Okay.
Because Katy Perry was singing
You
it.
kind of cut out there.
Yeah, well,
you're cut out there.
You're delaying. Jerry and I are fine.
So am I having problems right now?
You're fine.
You're always having problems, but that's besides the point.
That's true. Maybe we should stop that with the new format of the show. Stop making fun of me.
No, because that's the funny part.
No, that will be a new segment. Will be just Tyler and Jerry make fun of Scott for 5 minutes.
Okay. fair enough.
Did you guys see the comparisons that some people, I don't think it was coming directly out of their camp, but the comparisons that some on the Christian right were making to Kim Davis and comparing her to Rosa Parks, and
Yes!
Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
What?
I just read it somewhere
Yeah, there was that meme that came out.
that no, she's not Rosa Parks. She's the old white lady in the front of the bus yelling at Rosa Parks to move to the back of the bus.
Yeah.
No, I saw another one that was good, and I wish I would have saved it. It was a comparison of Martin Luther King and Kim Davis, which was so good that they had, the opposites. The good that King did and the bad that Davis did. I wish I would have saved that or sent it to you, but
You can probably find it. Put it on our Facebook page that I never look at.
yeah, it's true. Thank you for. I usually post like our shows on there, like when I forget. Oh,
Now, do we have any updates? I mean, did she go back to the office? She's been out of jail for.
I think she goes back tomorrow, doesn't
2
she?
days now.
Yeah, today's Thursday, September 10th. So,
How fitting for her to go back on September 11th.
Yes, and yeah, that would be fitting. But didn't she tell? Well, I don't know. I don't know when she goes back, or if she goes back, or how she's going to play that.
I know that we talked at length about this last week, and we all had our opinions to share. But I did see one other article today that piqued my interest, and I started looking at it because the title of the article was "Thank You, Kim Davis," and so I was like, wow, there's actually somebody out here on a public forum going around and thanking Kim Davis. And I was like, well, what's this all about? So I clicked into it, and it was basically, it was like a 2.5 page explanation of, thank you, Kim Davis, for making all of the rest of us seem completely rational and, prove once again that the religious right is absolutely nutbag crazy, all that kind of stuff. And so, at least stuff like that is coming out of this, and that people are taking a step back and looking at things, because we hear so often in this country about the radical Islam and, all of this, all these other religions. Well, yeah, and all these other religions that are so bad, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that Christianity is inherently a bad thing. I'll say that on another episode, because whatever. But what I will say is that just like everything else, there are these absolute extremist nut jobs, and this is a prime example. And after I thought about it a little bit more last week after the question was posed, do we think that maybe she's doing some of this for the attention portion of it? And after the whole thing with Huckabee and the whole Eye of the Tiger thing, I actually do think that some of this now, I don't think that it genuinely started with any sort of drawing interest to herself. It was all about the cause. But after this week and the things that have occurred, I genuinely believe that there is at least some part of this now that is her just grabbing onto this attention while she can. And she doesn't really care what happens or what the backlash is, because the more bad press that comes out about her is more press. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Either way, it's getting press, and it's getting her message out there in her eyes. So, hi, Muffin.
I thought I just said hi. How'd you know?
Oh, could you make it more obvious? Really? Come on.
It's funny that you were talking about press, and the people that we've have interacted with, whether it be on our show, via email, or whatever, I think that she's for real, and that's pretty damn scary. That's really scary.
They're all for real. That's the scary
Right.
part. They
No,
all
I
think
agree.
they're not
I think
doing
that
it
she's for real.
maliciously. It's not to be malicious.
I don't know if I
Most of the
always
time,
agree. Yeah.
most of the time, it's not in a malicious manner. They just think that they're right and they're standing by their convictions. Out of the 16 clowns in the car, 6 of them have completely come out against Kim Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are in the gray area, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are for what she's done.
And the one that hasn't said anything about it on his show is Paul Ridgway.
Of course he
Has
won't.
not covered a thing.
Because he doesn't want people who are educated, unlike himself, to call in and put him in his place.
Yeah, because
He has no debate for whatever his point of view is. He's not going to be able to take the heat from callers from the opposition calling in to.
Let me say this about his show. His show isn't that popular. Sorry, it's not. I mean, he's not going to have enough callers calling from the opposition unless it's me calling it.
That is true.
I recommended in an email to him that you don't talk about the Duggars, you don't talk about this. If you want to talk about issues, be like our show and talk about issues. And even if it is on your side, say your opinion with it, because we do that on our show. But he has not said a thing about Kim Davis or what was the other controversy? What am I missing here?
You just said the Duggars.
The Duggars, sorry. No, the Duggars. With the Duggars, twofold issues with one, molesting children, and two, being busted by Ashley Madison. Those are big issues. And those are the big national headlines. But you want to talk about Planned Parenthood teaching. This is today's show because I'm doing show prep, listening to him. Like, okay, what can I talk about? And he's talking about how Planned Parenthood has these classes that are involved in public schools without parents' consent to tell kids about sexual pleasure under the age of 12.
Or he wants to post, or he wants to email us videos that totally skewed the statistics of
Well,
Planned
let's
Parenthood's
talk
money.
about that. Let's kind of talk about that real quick because Paul Ridgway was a past guest. He may be a guest again. I'd like to get him on and tackle these issues with him. I know Jerry would not, but it would actually be a good show. He's skewing the Planned Parenthood thing where he doesn't know the facts. And I will say this about Paul Ridgway. He went on an entire show here in Minneapolis, AM 98 The Mission. So it's am98themission.com. And he's on from 4 to 6 Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. He went on a tirade about Barack Obama's temper tantrum that he had and him kicking in a doorway, not realizing that was actually an SNL skit, where I actually had to point that out to him that it was an SNL skit, it was fake. So his facts aren't there. Am I okay to say that? Or
you're absolutely okay to say
that. Because I believed that the twerking video where the girl set herself on fire was real, but that was a Jimmy Kimmel skit.
Right. So he definitely needs to do his research, and he can say that he's got quote unquote experts on his show. I'm sorry, they're not experts. There are people who just side with him. That doesn't make them experts.
True. And I mean, one other thing that this is all off the cuff because I didn't know that we were going to talk about this tonight.
We're just segueing. This is our show format now.
Right. No, that's like 50% of what I wanted to do. But anyway, I think that a part of the time, and one of the things the big reasons that I stopped listening to the show was because Paul is not an expert. And I'm not going to go so far as to say that he will come out with a particular issue and say, well, I'm an expert in this, so this is what I'm going to say. It's not exactly that. It is the fact that because he views himself as an expert on the Bible and within his religion of being an evangelical and being on the radio, that for some reason in his mind gives him the authority to to take the subjects that he has, look at them through a religious perspective, and therefore he's an expert on looking at this from a religious perspective.
Right.
You know, his view and his opinion on the matter is paramount because he knows the words of God and Jesus Christ. And so therefore, his opinion, even if it's taken out of a video that came from SNL that he thought was actually a real video of our president kicking down the door, it doesn't matter because to him, he takes that situation. Because then the other thing too, Scott, that you didn't really cover was after you called him out on that, he came back and still didn't really admit that he was wrong, but was like, well, I mean, okay, maybe that thing isn't really real, but I've still heard from plenty of other people, and I know lots of sources that, you know, say that his temper is really short. And I mean, there's plenty of other examples that go, and it's just like, really?
Because we don't have video or audio evidence of President Barack Obama's temper, so, you know, he's going to go and say that he does have a temper, but what does he think about Chris Christie, who tells people to shut up and sit down, and he wants to be president? Really? Who's got the temper? The current president or the big fat governor of New Jersey?
Scott, I'm interested to know, has he talked at all recently on his show about TPing America? Trump Palin 2016. Please, has he talked at all about Trump?
He has not said a word. What they're doing a lot is the kind of the whole, hey, give to this charity, because there's been multiple charities lately, more so than ever, pray for Africa, or send Bibles here, or send food here.
Ugh.
All that is tying into, holy crap, we're losing money. We need to keep the station running. And I think we all know that. We're not idiots. But no, all he's been doing is talking about the marriage amendment still, talking about the abortion thing, the Planned Parenthood. He's all about that. He's still convinced that, the Planned Parenthood is selling baby parts. And I talked to Planned Parenthood, and I asked, kind of asked them some questions. I didn't really get into the baby parts thing, but I was just like, okay, what is it you do here? Is everyone alive? Can you guys hear me? Okay. You guys are really, really still, so I got worried. Sorry.
I'm practicing for my statue carving.
So I kind of asked, like, okay, what do you guys do here? And they gave me the statistics, they gave me a website, and that's why I forwarded to the email. But he's still dead set on, like, oh, Planned Parenthood selling baby parts. No, they're not. And I know I said it early in the show. Sorry, head case, shout out, or Gavin never watches. Like I said before, bring those people on your show. If you want to know, bring those people on. Paul is the type of person, and I hate this being a Paul show, because we got to get away from that, because I don't want him to be the focus, because our fans don't know who he is. am980themission.com. Paul believes what he wants to believe, as long as it coincides with his beliefs. Does that make
No, what he does, and I mean, I only met him the one time when we had him on the show, and I really haven't listened to his show. But what it sounds like, what he does is he takes the right wing talking points and runs with it, because apparently there's not enough Rush Limbaughs, there's not enough of any of those people on the radio and in the media. He just has to add to it and just spread more lies and rumors and twist the facts and everything else.
What was the recent email that we were on that you replied to? That was the Kim Davis thing. Sorry, never mind. You never replied to it.
The last email that I replied to was when I called him out for calling me your gay associate.
Did we ever talk about that in the previous last week?
Yeah, we did. That's when I
Okay.
told him that he was going to hell.
Okay, yeah.
That was
Make
episode 24 before we took the hiatus.
Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah, it was that long ago because then after the break, that email chain died off pretty quick.
Okay, I thought it was before that, but yeah, you're right. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I
Yeah, 'cause
really
went off
have
too.
no interest in engaging him. I just don't, because he says that he's open and he'll listen or he'll consider. He won't.
Real
He's
quick,
a smug, arrogant person.
He is one of those guys that is he is the epitome of that person that is so capable of talking kindly and about love and salvation and all of this other just crap to your face.
right?
And as soon as the
on
back
your
is
light
turned,
goes on.
it's just it's flipping a switch, and it's just I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of term for it, but I don't know what it is. It's absolutely infuriating to listen to.
Oh yeah,
It completely I mean, and I've told the story about my dad and growing up before, but that is what it always brings me back to. And I would sit there and I'd watch my dad as a young teenager, and I would watch him talk to these people that, I mean, sometimes he knew for years, and sometimes he didn't even know them at all. And the message that he delivered when talking to them, and the hope and the journey and the salvation, everything that came along with it. And then as soon as things switched, or even, I mean, whether the conversation was done, or as soon as he knew at the moment in the conversation that he wasn't going to save this person, it was done. Lights out. You're going to hell. Well, that's the way that things are. Gee, I really wish that Jesus would save you, but he's not going to, because you won't accept him into your life. Too bad. I don't have time for you anymore. Like, it brings me back to that every time. And yeah.
I feel the same way when I listen to a show, and I don't know why I do. I really don't.
You're a glutton. You're a sinner. You gluttonous.
I am,
person.
but in happier news, Rand Campbell has moved. Rand Campbell has moved to the Dominican Republic. He's doing well. Extremely happy.
When are we gonna get copies of his book?
We'll have to talk to him about that when we get him back on, because he wants to come back on and kind of give us an update, and I would love to have him on again. But he's extremely happy. He sent me a Skype message like, "Can I call you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm at work right now. I can't." And then one day he just popped on, and I'm like, "Oh, I got to answer this call," and he was just all smiles, and he was like, "Tell Jerry and Tyler I said hey," and called you guys by name, which is really cool.
Yeah, I'm like, never mind. I'm not gonna. I digress.
Right. Well, he actually said, "Who's your homosexual co-host?" No, he didn't say that. No, he actually called you by name. Yeah, and that's so cool. And I reiterated with him again. I'm like, you were probably our favorite guest that we had on. It was just so much fun. Not that Matt wasn't great, because he was. G-Man was just G-Man and just annoying. And Paul was Paul. But no, Rand is doing fantastic, so we're going to have him back on very, very shortly. Hopefully soon. If his light was green right now and his name, I would actually bring him on right now. Just to say hi. That's
Okay.
how excited I am just to have you guys see how well he's doing. So, but yeah.
All right, well, now I'm going to act like Whoopi Goldberg. And I'm going to ask Tyler about his new segment that he wants to introduce.
Yeah, I have no idea. Is this the part where I go go potty?
No, you do not
that's my
move
new segment.
from that seat until we wrap. Show.
Because that was my new segment. Why can't I have a new segment?
Everything's going good.
All right, everybody, here's our first new segment. Scott Goes to Pee.
That's nothing new. Scott, really? Just go on without him.
Was that for real?
No.
No!
Sit your butt down and wait till the end of the show. You can wait an hour. If you can't wait an hour.
I'm so excited. Damn it.
All right, and here is our second new segment.
What's our first new segment?
No.
What?
Get it. Forget it. Don't even.
First new
Don't
segment.
even entertain the question. Just...
Scott should have peed.
All right, it's this week's WTF.
What the?
So, I was just perusing across some of the normal channels that I go across, and this was actually in preparation for last week. However, we had so many technical difficulties that we just decided to cut it and just leave it. But I came across an article, and the title. Wow. The title is Gunmaker creates the Crusader assault rifle with a Bible verse on it. And then the subcaption underneath that is, I'd like to have a gun that if a Muslim terrorist picked it up, a bolt of lightning would hit and knock him dead. This is our WTF of the week. So this
God damn it.
article link, this is going to go into the notes if you want to pull up and take a look. There's a video that goes along with it, and I'm going to pull up a picture here in just a second. But the Florida gun manufacturer is facing criticism for creating an assault rifle with a Bible verse on it that's meant to stop Muslim terrorists from using it. So images of the AR-15 Crusader rifle posted online by Spike's Tactical in a Polka show. Or they show an emblem of the cross inside a shield similar to those used by the Knights Templar during the Crusades on one side. And the other side features Psalm 144, verse 1. Which, give me 1 second, looks something like this. If you guys can see that there.
Wow.
You can see that psalm on the side there? Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war, my fingers for battle. Ben Mookie Thomas, a former Navy SEAL and spokesman for Spike's Tactical, told the Orlando Sentinel he wanted a rifle that no devout Muslim would touch. Off the cuff, I said, I'd like to have a gun that if a Muslim terrorist picked it up, a bolt of lightning would knock him dead, Thomas told the newspaper. And you can get this for a retail of $13.95. And the
$13.95.
no, $1,395.
Yeah.
And it features 3 settings on the safety selector: peace, war, and God wills it.
So can he use the God wills it setting and point it at himself? Like, because here's what, okay, I don't want any terrorist, Muslim, American, green, red, brown, whatever, having guns.
I agree.
Yeah, nobody wants it. Unfortunately, and we say it all the time, there are extremists, but we have more people in our country killing with guns that were born here than people that were born outside of the country and or are Muslim.
And it's so very interesting that you say that, because actually the rest of the article goes into that. I won't read it. If you guys want to finish reading it on the link, I'll put it into the show notes. But that is one of the things that's so very true, is that this it goes through talking about the fact that he's not really doing anything to actually make any sort of change other than to just be a dick. I mean, honestly, is what it comes down to. Yeah,
because those kids that are shooting up schools, shooting up movie theaters, shooting up churches, I mean, none of them are non-Americans. None of them were born outside of the country. But they are all terrorists.
Very true.
That's just my opinion. WTF.
Yep.
Yes.
That's my WTF of the week, guys.
I gotta figure out what segment I'm gonna do.
Can I bring a WTF into this too?
Go for it.
Yes. Oh, I have one too.
Now, I haven't read the story. I just kind of briefly saw it on CNN the other day. Pastor outed on Ashley Madison commits suicide.
Oh, I saw this too. Yes,
Okay.
To be fair, I didn't actually read it, so I don't know the back end. I saw the headline of it, and it actually. Hang on, let me see. That's actually one of the links that I put into all of the links that I have. I was going to save that for a future WTF, but I didn't, because I didn't even have a chance to read it.
Even
Go ahead, Jerry.
Justin and Ashley Madison.
I mean, first of all, it's on the
did you say, Scott?
money.cnn.com website. It's on the CNN Money website. Teaching but here, WTF. First of all, he was cheating on his wife. Right?
Well, he was on a website that promoted. I mean, who knows if he actually did?
Well, I mean,
what do they say? It's like 15% women on that website or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's mostly women, who
it's 15% women, and the rest of them are like male trolls who are having fun with people.
Pretty much.
Whatever it is, I don't know anything about Ash, but I heard this and I was like, wow, he's really going to spend eternity in hell.
That is exactly what I thought.
Because, wait a minute, according to one of our past guests, even if he thought it, he has already committed adultery in his heart, so he's already sinned.
Which
plus you can't commit suicide either. That is the surefire way to go to hell.
Look,
which guest, Stephanie?
Really?
Gavin?
Forget it. I'm not even entertaining. But no,
I don't know which.
WTF. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to feel sorry for this. Like,
I mean, I most certainly feel sorry for his
for
family.
family,
And
yes.
yeah, I mean, that is just ridiculous. And it's like, again, it's one thing that if your name was involved with Ashley Madison and you were truly involved as a part of it, and you get into the Duggar scandal too and all of that kind of stuff. But it's another thing of dealing with life and owning up to mistakes that you have made versus taking the cheap way out. I don't know. I don't think the three of us have ever talked about suicide or anything within that form. And maybe that's a conversation for a whole another segment or something else. But, just to live your life in a certain way. I mean, especially when you're a pastor, and then to take the quote unquote easy way out, like, and just leave in that massive wake behind you of all of the crap that your family is now going to have to go through because of that. Like, dealing with this hack and having your name on it would have been nothing for them to deal with in comparison to them dealing with your suicide.
Right.
Even
more because it's public now. Like, it's national news.
Right.
It could have been. I mean, who knew that this pastor was on Ashley Madison? Because I knew that they got hacked and this and that. But
and what's the worst that would have happened at that point? Like, his congregation would have found out. He would have lost his job.
Right. It would have been so small and contained.
Right.
And then now his family has to deal with all. I don't get it. WTF.
WTF.
Can I add one too?
Sure.
Go for it.
Are you sure I'm allowed to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Here's mine. If I can pull it up quick.
I'm scared.
Last night? What?
Oregon judge refuses to marry same-sex couples. I sent it to the both of you. An Oregon District Court Circuit Court judge in Marion County has refused to marry same-sex couples, citing a violation of his First Amendment rights, reported the Huffington Post.
So he's playing the Kim Davis card.
Yeah. Yeah, he perhaps he can join the likes of Kim Davis and be thrown in jail for violating the law. Judge Vance Day of Oregon's third judicial has refused to marry same-sex couples and is now refusing to marry any couples at all. Citing his religious beliefs, Day says being forced to marry same-sex couples violates his First Amendment rights. He also ordered his clerks to refer same-sex couples to other judges.
Great.
Do you remember when in June when this Supreme Court decision came down and we were all celebrating, and cynical me over here said, "It's not over. It's just beginning."
Yeah. I sent that over to you both. I mean, I didn't get
a chance to read it, but okay. WTF? I mean, because didn't we just go through this last week?
Right.
With her, like.
Yeah, but now we have a district court judge.
Does he think because now he's a judge, he's going to get special treatment over Kim Davis? Like, do the rules not apply because he's a judge and not just a lowly county clerk? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I just Googled this guy to try and see WTF.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon judge who refused to perform same-sex weddings also hung a picture of Hitler in courthouse.
Oh, really?
What?
What the? Hang on. We need to flash up the breaking news. Breaking news. Even though this was, it was actually from today at 3:35.
This article I'm reading is from like September 5th. So
okay, yeah, this article about him hanging the Hitler thing came just a few hours ago. I'm gonna have to. This is quite lengthy. I'm gonna have to read through this and
Judge Vance Day, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's him. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Boom.
What is wrong?
He's accused in a new ethics complaint.
with
Hang on, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I just want to read this first thing. He's accused in a new ethics complaint of a delightfully broad and varied set of unjudge-like actions. They include refusing to marry gay couples, allowing a felon to handle a gun, harassing a referee at his son's soccer game, and hanging up a picture of Hitler in the courthouse. Wow. All right. That is going to be a good read later.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Cover that. He'll be
Okay.
more news.
We are on the verge of anarchy.
We'll just refer to him as the new Kim Davis.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it as that.
I think we'll leave it at that for the whole show. We're hour 6 in, so I'm good. So.
Oh, that is so perfect. Do either of you have any other final wrap up before we go?
No.
I'm holding in a fart.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Positively Godless. Look at the links below or in the screen or wherever they are. And talk to us. Bye. Stupid.
What?
That was awful.
It's still recording.
Hold on, I gotta shut the door, okay?
Go!
Hey, at least I don't have to pee.
Would you
I
hurry
already
up?
peed.
Maybe I should.
Oh my god.
What is he doing? He is not funny. He's not funny at all.
I'm just gonna drop him from the call right now. I should.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't think so.
All right. Well, good show.
Next
Good.
time you do something like that, I'm just going to post pictures of...
Oh, oh my god.
Should try that.
Wow.
Hey, are you going Saturday, Tyler?
Going where?
Oh, shut up. Really?
What? I don't know.
I got a gig Saturday. I'll put you on
I'm
the
sorry,
list.
you were breaking up there.
I'm
What?
breaking up with you.
I'm sorry. What? You're.
He has
right at the end, he completely.
Oh, come
froze.
I will see you Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I love you.